Excuse me.
I wonder where he went. What do you want?
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings?
Oh, girl, I don't got no money for you. Oh, what's that? Oh, hold up. What can I hear myself echoing?
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast.
Oh. How about now? Okay, good. Okay, good. Back to the game.
So long.
You just walk behind the counter?
Good to see you. Listen, I smoothed over that incident between Mateo and Rosa at the Sanctum.
I'd hardly call it an incident, more of a debate, really. But I appreciate it just the same.
Not a problem. In the meantime, maybe you could tell him to take it down a notch.
Can do. Thanks again, Sergeant.
Well, hello.
Interesting.
You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Yeah, tell me about your job, buddy.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment could and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Look, if you want to do this later, we can. You know, MAST, the Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city? Headquarters of the entire United Colonies? I really should have given you a more thorough interview. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
All right, sounds good.
Let me know
Let's
if
do
you
it.
have any questions.
Nope. No questions, man.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A and B, B and E, or heaven. And at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP. Am I right?
What the fuck are you talking about, girl?
Got a call, someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech, as long as my leg. Ugh.
Yeah, he's right. Anything worth taking in here? Would all be stolen. Is that what that means? Did I actually steal that shit? What am I supposed to do with it? But I stole it, so it's mine now. Oh shit. That's something we're stealing. I realized I was closing each time. Nothing good, John.
You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet, you know?
Well, then why doesn't he just take it off by default?
Is that right? People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Well, hell if I know. But they think it is. And that makes them dangerous.
A little bit of a stretch there, girl, but I
I
understand.
desire no company. Leave.
Well, that's too bad, because
I
you're gonna
have
talk to me
nothing
anyway.
to say. I am a prisoner, trapped by a weak people who do not kill their enemies when they should. The Great Serpent called me to fight the unbelievers in the United Colonies. But I was ambushed, and my ship disabled. Now, I am here.
We are back. At least until food's ready. I wonder what would happen if I just like...
This is murder! You're on your own!
Are you shooting there, buddy? Oh, don't shoot me. I'm a friend. Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. No. Quick save. Maybe that's it. 5:28 p.m. Does that sound accurate? Oh. I did quick save before I shot that chick. I guess we gotta start those.
Sarah, good to see you. Listen, I smoothed over that incident between Matteo and Rosa at the Sanctum.
I'd hardly call it an incident, more of a debate, really. But I appreciate it just the same.
Not a problem.
Here are the things I can
In the
take.
meantime, maybe you could tell him to take it down a notch.
Can do. Thanks again, Sergeant.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? Well, first things first, I have to ask. Do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Aegis, while we're separate, we do Agent Plato this... You know, headquarters. Well, as for why, let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah? I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. Checking your file. Huh. Combat medic. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, no problem.
one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
I mean, it seems pretty quiet, if you ask me.
Do not bother me. The Great Serpent... I am a prison.
Alright, back to where we were. How come this one's locked? I want to assassinate Humber. Oh yeah, I can sleep in the bed. Take all times.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
That's cool.
Everything good?
Whatever.
We're here to help.
Okay, I don't want those on the screen. What y'all talking about?
You doing
Weird
okay?
looking buggers.
I know it's been a rough week.
I'm doing okay.
Hey, we were running low on foodstuffs, so I went ahead and placed another order.
Really?
If you don't see what you want, feel
We'll
free
have
to
to see if
ask.
that's a long-term trend. Maybe account for it better in the standard shipments.
How's business, Emily?
Sarah, hi. Oh, you know, not as good as it should be, but I'm hoping that picks up soon.
I like these little random interactions.
Thanks for coming in.
I am busy right now. If you need something, why don't you talk to Emily? She'll take care of it.
Is she gonna get mad that I came back here? It's a cool camera. Oh, well, that's some good shit. Good food. I'm not gonna steal the food though. They was running low on food stuff. She just said that. You sweeping for him? It's a weird thing.
I am not a stalker.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Blow your boat. It's the whole part of the city.
It was absolutely perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better proposal.
Oh, really?
I got contact. All this stuff is legit. Promise. Look around. You see it's a big organization. Look, sometimes stuff falls through the cracks. But that's alright. Because I, and by extension you... A lot of people will tell you it's the worst. One step above being homeless. They'll whine about how folks topside have it so much better. Me? I like it. It's more real down here. Topside, everyone's trying to show how civilized and rich they are. Oh, it's exhausting. But hey, to each their own. Take your time. I got all day.
Yeah, but if I do that. Save that. It's only 12, but it does extra damage to you. 16. That's probably better. That's extra. Oh, did I just do that? I didn't.
need something else, I'll be here.
Good to know, but it's good to know. Let's go back here. She's not gonna.
Sorry, can't talk.
New Atlantis sure is shiny.
That might help productivity.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Hi. How you doing?
I don't know why UC Security bothers with an office down here when they're clearly not interested in helping these people at all.
Something I can help you with? Never a dull day for security in the well.
What?
If you keep looking this way, buddy, you're gonna, yeah, let me talk to you. Get up, my boy. Come on. Come here. You just opening doors too? Go where we please. Why you wanted to get out of there? You don't want to get in there?
Not sure if those maroon zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what, but they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war. They like to pick them clean.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the colony war, the pirates used them as forward operating bases, all over the settled systems.
That is fantastic! When is the baby due? It won't be,
Shopping for a grip.
I heard Geppetto has started making...
I help out Henry from time to time. Not very often these days. That's fine.
No lawyering, okay? I don't have the patience for it. That's so. Think folks down here are too poor to afford electronics. Not the first time I heard that line. Yeah, I get that kind of attitude far too often. You find yourself with any more commentary, feel free to keep it to yourself.
Dude, I wasn't saying nothing at all like that. Oh, cool.
It's fine. Just maybe give things an extra thought before you let them roll right out of your mouth. You see something you like, just say the word. Nope. No question, business has been slow lately. Not too worried, though. Managed to make ends meet for a good long while. Don't expect that to change now. Happy to make a deal if I can. Stay safe out there.
Don't mind me. Just a weary man, resting his feet. Oh, Henrik is an old friend of mine. I help out around here from time to time. But I don't just loiter around. I'm involved in my own business endeavor as well. Maybe a little, but that's not such a bad thing, is it? Better than all the noise and attention topside, if you ask me. Unfortunately, I'm quite old-fashioned. I only deal with associates that I know and trust. But if you do a small favor for me, I might feel comfortable opening my business up to you. All you need to do is pick up a package from Red Mile and deliver it to me. You don't even need to interact with anyone. I'm not at liberty to discuss that yet, but I assure you, it's quite lucrative. The contents are of no interest to you, and they're not contraband if that's what you're wondering. If you're uncomfortable doing this favor, you're free to decline.
No, I got it.
Fantastic. I eagerly await your return. Stay out of trouble.
Can't say I'll have what you need, but more.
You think Deimos Staryards would hire me? What am I saying? Of course they would. I'm the best. That pilot exam's coming up. I've been studying so hard. I haven't seen the sunset in days. My last night was your last week. You want food? Go to Case. You want an attitude? Try Jake's. You want to feel empty inside? Get your bags and move in. Seriously though, this place is half doom and all gloom, which is precisely why I'm leaving. Only because they're all a bunch of quitters whose only goal is to make it to the weekend. I got plans. I got ambition. All I need is a shot. I'm working on it. Taking the UC Vanguard exams. Saving up for my own ship. You know how it works. It's just taking a little longer than I expected. Damn, hotshot. What are you doing down here then? This is the last place I'd be. I'm working on it. It's just taking a little longer than I expected. Yeah, but I ain't getting any younger. Uh-huh.
Mess with me and I'll serve you my famous knuckle sandwich. Scared, aren't ya? Best watch your pockets around me. Just saying. Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either. In fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right now. What do you say we go 10 rounds? Right here, right now. Yeah, well, luckily for you, I actually hurt my hand when I was punching some other assholes' lights out.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Doc says it'll take a few weeks or months to heal. Yeah, we'll take a rain check. But once my hand heals, you're done for.
Buddy, I was looking forward to fighting.
Are you kidding? Take a look around. You're in the most boring place in the galaxy. Only good thing down here is Kay's house. Best cooking in the settled systems. And let me tell you, I know my food. But I can't even go there anymore because Kay banned me for bad behavior. Me! Can you believe that? What a load of crap! Why do you want to know? You with security? Oh yeah? Maybe I'll hide my boot in your ass if you don't quit asking questions.
Right,
That is, unless you're with security. In which case, I wasn't threatening you, that was just a joke, and no crime's been committed. I'm actually a very nice person. Oh, are we still talking?
Can't be a part of this.
I thought he wanted to fight. Yeah, I love quick save.
Oh, you're not Garl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Garl. You're just not the Garl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Garl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. We're trying to isolate a power drain. which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution. Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Oh. Interesting. Get there. There's the other side.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
That's cool. Coming. Alright. Well, hopefully. Back to the game. Alright, what were we talking? Came in from here, correct? Oh no, running in circles again. It just came from there.
What's with the staring? You need something?
Jake
Oh, dude, I
is
wanna
a good
fight you
place
so
to meet
bad.
contacts. He's got the right amount of booze and the right amount of
Even in the well, the trade authority continues to flourish. Oh, makes you sick, doesn't it?
No, actually it doesn't.
If there's something you need, no matter what it is, either I have it or I can get it. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be? Perhaps, but I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please,
Yeah, sure, no
let me
problem,
know
mate.
if I can assist you further.
Still kind of weird.
I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest the spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't want to stop talking to you, lady.
It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. Of course, of course.
I want to buy it, but I'm not going to. Old Earth hunting rifle. Oh, nice sniper rifle. $5 grand. Oh, it says VST. it's called. Oh, what are you? I'm not buying any of that. I should. Buy ammo, but I'm not going to. Oh, nice. I don't know what I would buy this for.
If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
I sure do. Now I'm gonna go look through your storage rack here. If there's anything I like. What happened?
The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no one else does.
No one. It's so ominous about it, lady. I can steal your plant, but not your microwave. It's okay, you don't have to watch me.
Checking your file. Huh,
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Okay, I talked to them, and I came from this direction. This direction. And this direction. And this is the guy I'm looking for.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. It's mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem, lady. I don't want to steal it, I just want to read it.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need. Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. We started as our numbers Nice talking to you. We run a number of social programs from financially. We don't exactly pass around an offering plate, if that's what you're asking. But we do run mostly on donations. Perfect. It just so happens that... Well said. Even when that person is a fellow member. Suffice to say, I'm glad you're here. As for the job, I need you to pick up a man named Tahir over at the medbay. He's recovering from some injuries and needs assistance getting back to his apartment. I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite to eat, and take him home. In one of the poorer districts, near where the children play soccer. Take him that far and he should be fine. Tahir is prideful, and I don't want him to feel like you held his hand. You just nudged him in the right direction. That's a touchy subject. Tahir's had several run-ins with UC security, including tagging, theft, and brawls. He also blames the UC for the conditions in the well, not to mention his own personal difficulties. And since he won't accept help from the authorities, the house is stepping in to provide some aid. I'm afraid not. Even after you're healed, it takes time to recover from something like this. Most people have family and friends to lean on, but Tahir has no one. On top of that, he's a young and prideful man, so he won't accept help from UC security. Great, you'll find him over at the medbay. He's probably hungry, so after you pick him up, escort him over to Kay's. She should have a meal ready for him to take home. And thanks.
Let me know if I can help you. Something to report?
Jay's place is like a second home. Problem is, I don't really have a first. I'm not much for prayer. Tried it once, didn't stick. But maybe it's like tape, and I was just on the wrong side. What you see is what you get. Work's rough, day's rougher. But I like to think when things get bad, that's when people's kindness shines brightest. Even down here, where the sun don't shine. What you see is what... But I like to think when things get bad... No, I came here like a lot of folks, looking for work. It's an ongoing search. Ones who've been here for a while, they can't even sleep unless they got a turbine in their ear. Maybe someday I'll be the same. Nope, just, make sure you wipe your feet. You track mud in, then someone's gotta sweep it out. Most days, that's me. Take care.
Gotta keep my shoes clean. Just for you.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here. Mom, that's Kay, gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid. She had one rule: no causing trouble. Everyone abided by it, put their differences aside when they came through the door. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have someplace to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then we'll sure take it. If we've got it, you're welcome to it.
Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit. Stay as long as you like, and don't be a stranger. folks gotta look out for one another.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Boo!
junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right? Junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet. Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of failed attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back, and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
What do you want? I'm very busy, as you can tell.
That your ship that landed not too long ago.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? I don't know. I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things. Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
You have a nice day now.
Hear the one about the orphan and the platypus?
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have Remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back. Is Mast outsourcing its help now? How droll.
This was pretty low on the list of things I wanted to do today. Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Believe me, I really hope I am. But I'll tell you, people in my division tell stories about Zoe. She's got a lot of influence. Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you, I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
If you got anything valuable on you, keep it close. Never know what might happen down here.
Private sector.
definitely know your way around a lock. Oh, you're going to regret this. Bring it.
Sorry. Can't play right now.
Buying? You better be buying. I don't do small talk. First of all, I didn't ask what you thought of it. Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both know it ain't nice. Down here? Like that's somehow different from other bars? Worse, maybe? That's what you're implying? What are you? A structural engineer? Some mass egghead? I know full well what down here implies. Yeah? Alright. Put that back.
Howdy.
You know that doesn't belong to you, right?
Best watch your pockets around me. Just saying.
Hey there. You should be getting close. Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed.
We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. Zoe. I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order.
Stock's a bit low, so you might find yourself disappointed.
You won't find anything at Edwards. That place is where good selection.
I've got limited resources. I try not to turn anyone away just because they're light on credits. We're doing the best we can here. That's all. Don't have much of a choice. Can't afford to pay staff, and while I've got a few volunteers from the community, I can only ask so much of them. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and we'll continue to do so. Don't you worry. Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, they dismantled the colony ship and used the parts to establish a place to live. Over time, they built out, and up, and up, and after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here. The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford Reliant Medical. Okay, what seems to be the problem? I've seen so much worse than this. Can get you fixed up for sure. Right then. Consider it never minded. We're no Reliant Medical down here, but if you've got credits, I might have something for you.
Nice work. What else are you going to make?
for trusting that a lifelong employee of MAST knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. And that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe?
Yes, fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see where this trail leads. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that MAST gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
So I dust the last spaceship, but then I realized my tank sprung a leak. I'm stuck. And the only place close enough to land? Wait.
You're not suggesting?
Ptolemy 2, Terramorph Heaven. So, I sat down, grabbed the highest caliber weapon I've got, and start walking. Boom.
If that had actually happened, you wouldn't be standing here.
No lie. Hell, you're welcome to go ask around the Marine outpost I stumbled into. They're the only reason I'm still breathing.
Set foot on that death trap. I think I'll just take your word for it.
Interested in having some close calls to call your very own? Commander Tuala over in MAST will be happy to sign you up for the Vanguard.
Life in New Atlanta. Need something but don't have a lot of time? That's why I'm here. Nice and steady. Just the way I like it. I've got a good location, plenty of foot traffic, and a ton of people who are in a hurry and need to make a quick stop for the essentials. If things keep going this way, I'm going to start opening franchises all over the settled systems. You kidding me? Nowhere else like it in the settled systems. First time I came here as a kid, I knew I was going to come back and make my mark on this city. Nowhere I'd rather be. And now that I've got this place up and running, it's all coming together. Yeah, sure thing. Take a look. Be seeing you.
You gotta let her go. We got the other children. Grandkids, too.
But Sheila had such fire in her. She could have been anything.
I miss her, too. But after the accident, it's a mercy she went the way she did.
Even an extra day or two with her, that would have been the blessing.
My husband's never been the same since our daughter passed.
There ain't no
I think
such
we're
thing
still
as a good
recovering from the colony war.
The colony war was pointless. Makes me ashamed to be a citizen of the UC.
Thinking about checking out that
That was fun. Now what?
I am in the mood for a mocha macchiato. How about...
vessel. I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information. We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force. Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
Time to get this ship moving.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble?
I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat.
Prisoner's ready, sir.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now. Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. It appears you spent some time as a combat medic. Good to know that you can take care of yourself under fire. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. I will, when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do? United Colonies System Defense. Does that help you figure out exactly what it is we do? UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years. trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we'll have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford. That's where you and I differ. As a citizen of the United Colonies, I accept my responsibilities. You, on the other hand, clearly couldn't give a damn. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Well, first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the Vigilance. Wipe the slate clean. Better still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any cost that the operation will incur. Or, you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else? If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me. Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh? Coming in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts. Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Yes?
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Alright, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Conde should be waiting for you.
Pardon. Hello.
Hey. Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
F5. Shit.
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously holding it will be spending the rest of their life in prison. Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship and you're looking at some serious fines. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Then as you let me go, doing some other shit.
We move quick around here. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
Oh, none of that, man. What time is it? 8:30? Almost.
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back.
Alright, whatever, dude, I got it.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look. Before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics.
Oh, what is that?
Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Oh, really?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
I got a feeling you're gonna make me do questionable things.
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill them all.
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here. And
bye-bye.
Good luck.
Oh, you're so nice about it.
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place. That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacles, rather than blowing holes in them. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. You were saying you have permission to speak? That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
You have your...
I don't like you. You make it hard to like him.
Yes, what?
Okay. Hello.
Excuse me.
Lieutenant Corn on the Cub, what's up?
Pardon. Do what Commander Ikande says, and you'll go far.
Yeah, Beck. Yes. Where's Lieutenant Corn on the Cob?
Hello.
Hello. I bet y'all got some good guns up in this motherfucker, so. Where you had the good guns at? Where's that?
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find. I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess. You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
Oh, come on, hop on, lady. You don't wanna party with my dude? Yeah, what I mean.
That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Well, that's just it. You're not career military, are you? And speaking frankly, you're completely out of pocket during this operation. You'll be paying for your own supplies and other unexpected incidentals. So, if I were you, I'd stop asking questions and accept the compensation.
That sounds like a good idea.
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
I got a mission.
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of... Well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Oh, yeah?
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
That's such a tempting,
yes.
Proposal. Hey, you want to go sell these drugs?
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Pardon.
Hello.
My crew position.
You do that, lady.
Using Isaac. Using Isaac. I am your sight, your shadow, your tail.
Well, that's kind of really cool. I like that shit right there. No, where's the planet I was gonna go land on? How the fuck I end up here? I needed to go...
course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete.
Where are we going?
You're cleared to land
What
at
are we
Gagarin.
doing? What's next for me and you?
Nothing, dude. Yes, land. I do kind of wish they made it so you can fly into land. And they've had that capacity in games for a while now. Spore. At least in Spore. Is that all I had to do? Okay. I don't want to do that yet because I'm just... Oh, I'm dumb. Oh boy.
Welcome to Gagarin. Your ship need fuel? Repairs? Sure, have at it.
construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Arkmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
You're not on my calendar. Is this Arkmite related? I'm on Gagarin to make money, not friends. My time is Arkmite's time, and Arkmite's time is very... Arkmite? We're the galaxy's premier heavy equipment firm. Diggers, construction robotics, that sort of thing. And we're on Gagarin to take advantage of an opportunity. The city's old mech factories have been sitting dormant for years now. But they're open again thanks to us. We've automated the old assembly lines and brought plenty of money to the city in the process. It's a win-win for all involved. Oh, Chief Pretorius? She thinks Gagarin is just peachy being poor and run down. Has no vision. But Arkmite does. Thanks to our investment, the largest formerly shuttered mech plant in the city has been refurbished and is churning out some of the finest heavy equipment in the settled systems. And we're sharing that vision of a revived Gagarin with others. We've been bringing in investors, showing them all the potential of this place. We were only asking the chief to make sure the areas we'd planned to visit didn't have any malcontents running around. Unfortunately, some of the locals don't appreciate all we've done for the city. We expect they will. After all, what truer sign of respect is there than a high-paying salary? What gave it away? I was born in New Atlantis, but the business environment is so stuffy there. Centuries-old firms set in their ways. Gagarin is gritty, exciting, an opportunity for growth. And isn't that what business and life are all about? This has been lovely. Really.
Lost? Trick to the catwalks, just keep turning right. You'll get where you're going eventually.
Organizational protocol. Controlled chaos active.
I've been trying to get a transfer to New Atlantis. Pays better, climate's better, but I don't think I'm the only one.
Security is usually good about keeping out strays, but keep your eyes open at night for dust devils and pronglings, okay?
That should help us out.
catwalks, all right? I don't want to have to fish anyone else.
I've got applications in at...
Gagarin's not an easy place to live.
What's next on the agenda? Saving the world? Saving the galaxy? Saving the universe?
Non-breathable atmosphere.
This is the result of humankind laying waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed.
you're sleeping.
This is the result of humankind laying waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed.